enjoying a deep breath. Breathe. 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 Breathe deeper. Breathe. 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 Breathe and become aware of the light beings surrounding you. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, spirit guides. There are more spirits here than there are humans. Become aware in your breathing of the vast array and army of spirit beings all around you, ancestors. Breathe and become aware. Breathe. 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 And now breathing, relax in the presence of the spirit beings benevolent in nature who are here to uplift, guide, counsel, heal, correct, inspire, remind, assist. Now bless your spirit team. Pour your blessing forth from the heart. Blessing the spirit team. Now bless and appreciate the presence of the ancestors. Going back generation upon generation. Bless and appreciate, honor the presence of the ancestors. Appreciate all the ancestors have done for you, known and unknown. All the ways they have paved the path for you. All the ways they have smoothed out relationships for you. All the ways they've helped to heal your body temple. All the ways they've pointed the way to destiny. All the experiences that they have smoothed over, uplifted on your behalf. Give thanks, appreciation, blessing, honor, acknowledgement for the great work of the ancestors. Now turn your attention, conscious awareness, clear, simply pure awareness, without thought, pure awareness minus thought. Pour this awareness above your head. Yes, you can pour up. We're in alternate dimensions beyond the third dimension. Pour your awareness up to higher self. And give thanks, appreciation, blessing for the true self, the self of all selves, higher self, one with all. And become aware of the inherent oneness of self, small s, and capital S self, higher self. Become aware of the inherent oneness. Now become aware of the angels surrounding you, who have been with you lifetime over lifetime, known by many names. These vast cosmic forces here to keep creation perfected, to uplift, to assist, to bring messages, to sustain, to heal, to perfect, to enlighten. Become aware of the angels around you, including and especially your birth angels. Now, pouring forth appreciation, blessing, humbly honoring, and receiving honor, giving and receiving honor to and for the angelic presences that have always been here. Bless and appreciate these cosmic beings for all they do in your life. Without our conscious awareness, knowledge, we have simply given them permission to do their magic. And we honor their presence now. Giving our attention to the great four archangels of the presence. Archangel Raphael, keeper of the East, and the agent of healing, the healer of God. Archangel Uriel in the north. Archangel Gabriel in the west. Archangel Michael in the south, keeper of fire. Acknowledging and installing these four archangels in conscious awareness causes us to keep all things balanced, harmonized. Honor, bless, commune with, and know you are one with all of the archangels. Legions of angels are at your command as a God being. Use them. They await your righteous command. Now, from the ground of being, knowing soars as all. See, its source is a vast, infinite. Here and now, field and beyond any words we can ascribe to it. The one. Breathe and remember you are the one, Neo. And breathe and see that these presences completely surround you. And become aware that you are never alone. You have never been alone. You never could be alone. Breathe and commune. What do your ancestors have to say to you now? Listen. And as you listen carefully to the ancestors, know that their holy song has floated you through life, whether we were aware or not. They have lifted us in our darkest days. They have presided over us in all we undertake. They have smoothed our way and continue to do so. It is that now we have an ever increasing awareness of spirit realms in, as, and through all, and we commune intentionally, masterfully with these great cosmic beings, beings of light, as are you. Our commune is open, clear. We hear clearly from spirit realms. In spirit realms, we hear clearly. Clairaudience, clear hearing. Breathe and be aware. You are surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses. See, become aware of the vast resources, vast help at your disposal, assistance in spirit realms. This is the spirit team. Give appreciation, offer, honor, pour out love. As you give, so shall you receive. As you give honor, so shall you receive honor. As you give love, so shall you receive love. As you give and offer your acknowledgement, so shall you receive acknowledgement. As you give and offer your energy, your time, your love, your attention to spirit realms, so shall you receive energy, time, attention on the third dimension, where you can employ it for a life of magnificence. And breathe. Feel the entire body temple, a light, buzzing, vibrating at the very highest octave, the octave of pure love, wisdom, power. Now set your intention for your day. It is a Sunday, day of the sun. We invite the light today. Set the intention now. Is it for creativity in peace and focus? Is it for loving experiences with family and people I love and whom love me? Is it eating food that I love and that loves me? No more eating food that does not love the one who is eating it. Is it relaxation and restoration? Is it visioning, preparing, and ordering for a magnificent project? Is it going out with friends and enjoying time together? Is it deep study and research, learning something new? Set your intention for your day now. Breathe. Breathe. And now, as we open our eyes to engage the third dimension, we know that an aspect of our awareness is always still. The God space within is always tranquil. There is a bliss about our being that causes a perfume to pour forth. You're in charge of the perfume you're pouring forth. Make it sweet. Turning an aspect of our awareness to the third dimension to receive the message for today's idea in A Course in Miracles, Lesson 37, of our 365-day curriculum, and our mantra for the year: an untrained mind can accomplish nothing. Attend to your mind, beloved. Breathe. And when you are ready, open your eyes slowly. Gentle with yourself, gentle, gentle, gentle. Loving and kind to yourself. Treating yourself exceptionally. This is the signal for other people to treat you exceptionally. God morning bright beings. You who are magnificent. You who are honoring your commitment every day. You who are great. manifesting great things in the world, look at how spectacular you are. Wow. I look at all our beautiful beings on YouTube, on both channels, YouTube, Valerie Love TV, soon to be rebranded to the Spirit Network. Woohoo! To make room for so many amazing people that I'd like to have on the Spirit Network with me. Let me go on screen share. We're also live on the Christian Witches YouTube channel. Don't be put off by the word Christian witch. It simply means person who aspires to Christ consciousness, who knows they're magical. It's very simple. Don't make it complex. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's on the Christian Witches channel. Whatever that integration looks like for you, we have thousands of witches, Christian witches all over the world. They all have a spiritual practice that is uniquely their own. And I don't answer for any other Christian witches save myself. We simply chose to come together because we like Christ. We're witches, wizards, warlocks, magical beings who also like Christ. It's very simple. Christ liked everybody. Well, he loved everyone and still does. And we love him. My holiness blesses the world. Oh, it's also on the Facebook, Reverend Valerie Love Facebook fan page. And I don't like fan because I'm not looking for fans. It's a business page. It's whatever Facebook calls it at the present moment. You can find it on Reverend Valerie Love at Val Love Inspires on Facebook. We are also on Clubhouse in the Christian Witches Club, where this club, we talk about all manner of spiritual topics. Nothing's off the table. Everything is on the table because everything's spiritual for spiritual people. And today is Sunday, so we do have Christian Witches Church at 11 a.m. today. If you decide to join us, if you desire to join us, we are in part 2 of the bizarre life, the stories of Adam and Eve after they left the garden. Want to know what happened to them? That's what we're doing in Christian Witches Church today at 12 noon. Actually, it's 12 noon Central Time. I'm on Central Time. It's 12 noon my time. It is already up on the Clubhouse roster. My holiness blesses the world. This idea contains the first glimmerings of your true function in the world or why you are here. Your purpose. Ooh, we're about to get into the purpose. Your purpose is to see the world through your own holiness. Your purpose. This is why we're doing this now, because after 2 years of interesting a global meditation and rebirth and revelation, we had an apocalypse for these last 2 years. Every holy work talked about it. Revelation is a revealing of how things are. Wow, a lot of things we didn't know were going on. And now we know. And now what are you going to do about it? Well, I decided I was going to be deeply rooted in the truth of being and to also create the space or stand in the space for others who also know that they are deeply in the truth of their being, for us to gather in the mornings to turn the tide of the whole planet. You see, what you do here every morning not just changes your life, it changes the entire planet. It invites the entire planet into love. So what we're seeing here is we're seeing our purpose, which aligns with our intention for the whole year. We're going to get rid of the craziness. And we're choosing how we're rebirthing the planet. And we're choosing how to teach the artificial intelligence to be loving and compassionate and kind. And we're choosing to anchor truth and love and peace and bliss on this earth planet, this Gaia, whom is our starship, whom we love. So that's all aligned with the purpose. Our purpose is to see the world through your own holiness. That is your purpose. Thus are you and the world blessed together. You never have to go out and change the world. See the world through your holiness, and you and the world are blessed together. No one loses, because in the divine plan, no one ever loses. Nothing is taken away from anyone, because nothing is ever taken away from anyone. It's impossible to take anything away from a God. A God is all, not owning all. Everyone gains through you, or let me clarify, not simply owning all. You can own all you like, As long as you know that you are all, then it'll be perfectly fine. If you think you're the possessions, you'll be in hell. Everyone gains through your holy vision. Everyone gains. Ooh, tell yourself that. Everyone gains through my holy vision. Everyone gains. There's no losers. Everyone gains through my holy vision. Why wouldn't I do that? It signifies the end of sacrifice because it offers everyone his full due. No more sacrifice. Now we do understand that you must invest something to receive something. But we don't say, oh, I'm sacrificing all these seeds so I can have some zucchini. No, you're giving forth a beautiful potentiality, placing it where it ought to be in the earth. And it brings forth, this is the end of sacrifice. Everyone gets their just due, which is all. And he is entitled to everything because it is his birthright as a son of God, as a child of God, as a star child. You're a child of this universe. You're entitled to everything. Does that mean you're supposed to own everything in the third dimension? No. You're entitled to all that is your divine birthright. There is no other way in which the idea of sacrifice can be removed from the world's thinking. That would have helped us a couple of years ago, where we were asked to make many sacrifices. They still didn't work, yet this was a belief, and we can see the persistent belief. If we scan consciousness, a belief persists that sacrifice is required. And this is the end of sacrifice as required. And we were told, oh, you have to sacrifice to be rich. You have to sacrifice to be very wealthy. You have to sacrifice to be healthy. You have to sacrifice that chocolate cake. You have to sacrifice. And we're beginning to understand the true meaning of words and the energetic that they carry. And the sacrifice carries a losing energetic. Any other way of seeing will inevitably demand payment of someone or something. We've heard this on stage where we thought we had to pay for something to manifest the things that we desire, the things that are already your birthright. Paris Hilton doesn't have to pay to receive an inheritance. She's Paris Hilton. She was born to it. You were born to a divine fortune far greater than anything anyone could create on the third dimension. As a result, the perceiver will lose. Anytime you sacrifice, you felt like you lost. Anytime you compromise with somebody, okay, you get a little and I get a little. Okay, now we're happy. How would that make people happy? You give up something, I give up something, so we can each get a little. Okay, we compromise. Sacrifice. Oh no, you have to bleed blood, sweat, and tears before you can get what's already yours. If you're born from a king and a queen, you are inherently the next monarch. Well, you're born far of royalty, far beyond the third dimension. As a result, the perceiver will lose if we play in the sacrifice game. Nor will he have any idea why he is losing. You lose and you won't even know why you're losing. Yet is his wholeness restored to his awareness through your vision. You see, we thought we gave up this little chip of ourselves to this person, this little shard of ourselves to that person, this little chip of ourselves to that person, this big gaping hole to of ourselves from our business or our work or career. Oh, we sacrificed so much. Today is the day you get off the sacrificial altar. Today is the day you stop losing. Today is the day wholeness is restored to our awareness for self and for all. Your holiness blesses him by asking nothing of him. If you're asking things of people, we're not seeing them as holy and whole. Bam! Thank you, ACIM. Early in the morning is when the correction begins. Early in the morning. Pimp slap first thing in the morning, nothing like it. Yet is his wholeness. Her, they, wholeness. Don't get caught up in pronouns. Pronouns only apply in the third dimension. Beyond the third dimension, no one's anything other than a spirit. Everyone is spirit in true essence. Wholeness restored to our awareness. You see, you are whole. It's just not in our awareness. Through your vision, every time you go about and you see someone as holy, because your holiness blesses the world. Yesterday, oh, my holiness envelops everything you see, everything I see. We actually became aware of our holiness first. My mind is part of God's. I'm very holy. First, you would have to become aware of your own holiness. My mind is part of this divine essence that is God. My mind is the divine essence that is God. I'm very holy. This is not self-righteous. This is not arrogance. This is reality. Holiness, wholeness. There's nothing missing. There's nothing lacking. There's nothing sinful. There's nothing that shouldn't be. Wholeness. Woo, we preaching today, Spirit. Yes, use me. Wholeness. Wholeness. You don't need anything. Therefore, because you have no needs, you're not asking anything of anyone. Would you please change? Because every time you do that, you hurt my feelings. Well, whose job are your feelings? Aren't they yours? That's why I like being around grown people, because grown people take responsibility for everything. Oh, wait a minute. I'm about to flip off. Give me a moment. They correct themselves, self-correction. Come correct, take responsibility for your entire experience, and then become the most powerful being in your entire experience. If things other people do still yank your chain, well, you're a victim. And it's going to be very, very painful for you, very painful. Wholeness being restored to our awareness through your vision. Your vision does all that. Your holiness blesses him by asking nothing of him. We ask nothing of anyone. Wow. Could you do this for me? Could you do that? Could you do the other? Could you? We don't have any demands of self or others, because we no longer are having a faulty perception that something's missing or something's not right or something's lacking or something is not as it is perfectly already is. Those who see themselves as whole make no demands. I have to write that down. Let me get my pen right now. I have to write that down. And I'm going to spell, this is a spell, with my purple pen, the highest vibration color. Pardon me. I just got to write that down so I can remind myself anytime I get the notion to make a demand of someone or something. Those who, you wonder how I can memorize all these different things from the course, is because I study it, I integrate it, I write it, I speak it to myself, because I know it's a truth for myself. Now, if it hits you that way, great. If it doesn't, great. It doesn't really matter. Those who see themselves as whole make no demands. Bam. ACIM Lesson 37. Thank you. Okay, let's continue. Your holiness is the salvation of the world. It lets you teach the world that it is one with you. You're teaching the world by your presence without saying a word, not by preaching to it, not by telling it anything, but merely by your quiet recognition that in your holiness are all things blessed along with you. Wow, look at the power. Walk in the room, nothing to say, unless someone calls on you to say something. Nothing to do, unless you're inspired to do something. Just sit there and be holy. Wow, they never told you that, did they? They told you hustle, grind, hustle harder. Get all the followers you can get, because when you walk into a party and you have 500,000 Instagram followers and everybody else has 200, you're the shit. That's right. Oh, no, get some more, put some more content out, do this, do, do. What does that sound like? Yeah, rather than being a recognition of holiness. Now, maybe you do. I got thousands of videos online. Maybe you do make a whole lot of videos. It's because you're inspired to. It's not because you think you have to do it to prove anything or to change the world. You understand and you know that the default is being. The default is being. And if there's something that you feel inspired to do, get up and do it. And do it magnificently. Get up and do it. It lets you teach the world that it is one with you. The world is one with you, not by preaching to it, not by telling it anything, but merely by your quiet recognition that in your holiness are all things blessed along with you. How did that work in my relationships? Wow. If I just saw everyone as holy. I've been practicing that for years with Twin Flame, and I tell you, it was the most challenging thing ever, because that was my most challenging relationship ever. And now I feel peace after the storm, the turmoil that I made up in my mind. Today's 4 longer exercise periods. Remember, every day we are exercising. Every day you exercise your body. Perhaps you go to the gym, you might do this, you might do that, you might do yoga, you might do Tai Chi, martial arts, whatever it is that you do. Remember to work out your mind by stilling the mind. These are exercises we do every day. Today's 4 longer exercise periods, each to involve 3 to 5 minutes of practice. We always do the first one together. We'll do that together in a moment. 4 practice periods, 3 to 5 minutes each. That means that we're going to have 12 to 20 minutes of practice today. Doesn't take a lot. Begin with the repetition of the idea for today, followed by a minute or so of looking about you as you apply the idea to whatever you see. My holiness blesses this chair. My holiness blesses that window. You didn't make your holiness, so we can't say it with arrogance or pride. You didn't make it. You're acknowledging that it simply is. My holiness blesses this body. I'm gonna say that one again to myself. When my body tries to do things that it's not holy, my body, my holiness blesses this body. I want to say that it's not holy. A knee ache is not holy. It's not holy. Dis-ease in the body temple is not holy. Somewhere I don't believe in holiness, which means I don't believe in wholeness. Or perhaps I'm just having a wonderful soul lesson that will get me to understanding wholeness. Either way, it's a gift. Then close your eyes and apply the idea to any person who occurs to you. As did earlier, someone will occur to you using his name and saying, my holiness blesses you. Friend, put the name in there, the name. Remember, the course teaches us specificity, because with specificity, it will then spread to every area of your life. Don't start general, start specific. You may continue the practice period with your eyes closed. You may open your eyes again and apply the idea for today to your outer world if you so desire. So yesterday we had alternating eyes open, eyes closed, eyes open, eyes closed. Today, the course is recommending we receive instructions every day. Can you follow instructions? It's amazing how many people cannot follow instructions, which would be a problem, because inner guide is offering you intuitive knowing at every moment. And if we don't follow it, it could be a sign that we just don't like to follow instructions, follow guidance. You don't have to. It's giving you the opportunity if you want to. You may continue the practice periods with your eyes closed. You may open your eyes again and apply the idea for today to your outer world if you so desire. You may alternate between applying the idea to what you see around you and to those who are in your thoughts. Or you may use any combination of these two phases of application that you prefer. There are two phases of application. Either you alternate or you keep your eyes closed. The practice period should conclude with a repetition of the idea with your eyes closed and another following immediately with your eyes open. This is in training the nervous system. You do it at the end of the practice period. You will have a repetition of the idea with your eyes closed and another repetition of the idea with your eyes open. This is an exercise. The shorter exercises consist of repeating the idea as often as you can. Remember, every day we receive a new idea. You may not agree with the idea. You may find the ideas quite startling. You may not believe the ideas. You may not like the ideas. Some of the ideas you may actively resist. The Course told us all that on day one. Return to day one and read and listen and watch that again, the video, or listen on Clubhouse. Go to day one again. And you will see that we read the introduction to all of this. And it told us in advance what was going to happen. It laid the whole thing out before we even did it. And now we're in it. 37 days in. Wow. More than 10% complete, about 365-day curriculum. Wow, I'm loving this curriculum. It's miracles, miracles, miracles every day. As the Course said, if miracles do not occur in your life, something has gone wrong. It is particularly helpful to apply it silently to anyone you meet, using his name as you do so. Now, I just registered for a conference last night that is in Vegas, a Bitcoin conference, and I'm going to be at with hundreds of incredible Bitcoin people in the world, and some of my favorite Bitcoin people in the world will be in that room with me. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to practice this. I'm going to practice it today. And I'm going to practice it at conferences. I'm going to practice it everywhere I go. That silently within yourself, as you meet someone, you apply the idea using their name. So when you meet someone, my holiness blesses you, Paul. My holiness blesses you, Robert. You're not saying it out loud because that would sound like a pompous spiritual person that people are like, oh, Lord, that person. Yeah, they're one of those people. My holiness blesses you. Oh, thank you. Whatever. This is to be done in your mind. Because remember, the Course said earlier that there's nothing you have to say. It's simply a recognition that's in your being. And it's going out energetically. It's frequency carrying information. It is essential to use the idea if anyone seems to cause an adverse reaction in you. Someone comes near and by their proximity or something they're doing, you're no longer in peace. Anything, call it anything, something they're doing and you're no longer in peace. What is that? That's victim. They're doing something and you're not in peace. What does that have to do with you? Nothing. What does what they're doing have to do with you? Yet you magnetize them to you to show you that, I'm still a victim. So I magnetize this person to me because you are the absolute captain and boss of your entire experience. Not all the circumstances, your experience of the circumstances. You're in charge of that. You're not in charge of the circumstances. The universe is doing all that by divine design and law. You're in charge of your experiences. What you're thinking, what you're believing, what you're feeling, what you're having going on. You're in charge of that, not other people. It is essential to use the idea. If anyone seems to cause an adverse reaction in you, offer him, her, them, the blessing of your holiness immediately, that you may learn to keep it in your own awareness. Woo! Because if someone is causing an adverse reaction in me, what just happened? I just had a faulty perception, and the Course told us early exercises in the Course. That doesn't mean anything. I do not know what I'm saying. What I see does not mean anything. I have given everything I see all the meaning that it has for me. I've done that. So we saw that we had our perceptions plastered all over our world. And then we said, well, I'm going to remove those perceptions so I can see the truth, the word of God. What is the word of God? Holy, that you're whole and everybody's whole. You're holy and everyone's holy. Wow, even Dr. Fauci, my favorite person to be like, oh, come on, Dr. Fauci. Yeah. Yes, Dr. Fauci, holiness. I'm just giving you one of my examples. Some people, Biden would be their example. Some people, Trump would be their example. Some people, none of them would be their example. Maybe your boo would be your example. Someone who we didn't ascribe full holiness to. Big Pharma, what about Pfizer? We didn't ascribe holiness to Pfizer. Maybe Pfizer is the agent of the divine for people to wake up. We don't know. I don't know what anything is for. I can make up what it's for. Let me, if I see a defect in something else, it means the defect is in my mind. Let me clear my perceptions. It is essential. The Course says essential. What does the word essential means? It means necessary. It is essential to use the idea. If anyone seems to cause an adverse reaction if you don't like something someone's doing, it is essential that you use the idea in your own mind. Offer him the blessing of your holiness immediately. As you know, I didn't even know what the Course was going to say today. And this morning we already started it. We can see the alignment. We already started it with blessing our ancestors, blessing our, and being in the holiness, blessing our ancestors, blessing the angels, the archangels, the ancestors, the spirit guides, blessing your spirit team by name, blessing them with your holiness. This is all happening in your mind. Please don't walk around telling people I bless you. Unless you're the Pope. I mean, I think the Pope says things like that. Offer him the blessing of your holiness immediately. This is done in the secret, silent chambers of your heart and mind, that you may learn to keep it in your own awareness. That is how you keep your holiness in your own awareness. You bless it and you extend it, because the only way that you know you have something is to give it away. Let's do our first exercise. We'll start our chimes. We'll set our clock to chime. That's what I want to say. 5 minutes. And we begin. Blesses this light. My holiness blesses this window. My holiness blesses this lamp. My holiness blesses this water. And let us repeat the idea with eyes closed. My holiness blesses the world. Now, eyes open. Repeat the idea. My holiness blesses the world. And breathe. The floor is open.
I have a question and good morning.
Good morning, Latoy, Doctor of Oriental Medicine. I've been thinking about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. My question is, okay, you said my wholeness demands nothing of others. But when you're going through your life and you want something, say you're going for a loan, or you are wanting a car, isn't that in its own way a demand that you want something in return, or is it where you ask your angels and your ancestors to intercede and to open the pathway for your what is divinely yours? I'm trying to get the idea in my head without it being confusing.
Gotcha. Give us an example of something that you would like.
Okay, I would like to get an apartment. Um, and I did a search and I found nothing, and the ones that I did like I couldn't get. So how do I demand that? How do you go about that? Do you just open? Yeah, that's my question. I'm confused.
Okay, good question. Why do you want an apartment? What is it that an apartment will do for you in your mind?
Um, well, I want my own space because right now I'm sharing an apartment with my mom, and I want my own space. So it will give me privacy. It will give me room. It will give me the ability to set up space to do my videos and to truly get into doing work. It'll give me an opportunity to expand more.
Can you make videos now?
The space I have is not conducive to doing that. No.
So you can't make a video now?
I mean, I can go outside and freeze and do a video.
So what is required to make a video?
Phone, which I have.
Okay, what
And
else?
computer.
Is a computer required to make a video?
Not really.
No, it's not.
The phone is.
Okay, so you have a phone, yes,
Yes.
and you have yourself.
Yes.
What else do you need, beloved?
I guess nothing else.
Nothing else.
I guess it's my thoughts ending on receiving.
Okay, so you can make a video now. Okay, what else did you say? So we've solved that. You can make the video right now. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what else do you not think you can do now?
Privacy. I want more privacy.
What does privacy mean? Do you have a bedroom or do you have a room?
Yes.
Does it have a door on it?
Yes.
Can you close it?
Yes.
This is how the universe is looking at us. So would you say you already have privacy? Or
I
you can have it anytime you want. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Continue.
Stop kicking my butt, Tracy.
Ah! That's my job. The job is to bring us the truth because, you know, Latoy, I have the exact same thing. I always pray for things that I already have. And the universe is standing there like, WTF, what is she asking for? You have it. I always pray for things, or I used to because I don't pray anymore. I stopped doing that. They took me out of prayer, upper realms. They're like, be it and stop talking so much. I was like, okay. Um, we're praying for things we already have. And you proved it to yourself. So what do you
So it's just
really want? So what do you really want? That's where it gets juicy. Because it seems that the things you've been, okay, give us a third one, a third thing that you think you don't have now that you'll have in the apartment. So the first one, you can make videos, you can make that now. Second one is privacy. You have a room, you have a door, you can close it anytime. What's the third thing that is a problem now that won't be a problem in the apartment?
I guess it's the feeling of independence, right?
Okay, tell us more about that.
I think it's the having of it and knowing it's your choice who comes in and out and who don't know how to say it. Like I said, it's the thoughts and the perception of it that's not really right, or it's silly, I guess. So I don't know. Those were the things, really. Having my own bathroom, really.
Well, what would it mean if you have your own bathroom?
I don't have to wait for somebody to come out for me to go in.
Well, what if you have friends over to your house and somebody's in your bathroom? Wouldn't you have to wait for them to come out before you can go in?
Yep.
Don't you go in bathrooms all the time in public conferences and things? You have to wait online. You meet some wonderful people online going to the bathroom. Don't you have to wait?
True.
If you go to Starbucks right now and it's packed, wouldn't you have to wait online?
Yes.
I mean, we're waiting all the time. We don't make it a problem. Is waiting a problem? I mean, it's an opportunity to practice my holiness in your mind. My holiness blesses this whole Starbucks. What is the problem? Is there an inherent problem in waiting?
No, that's not. Unless you really have to pee badly.
Well, why would we sit there and wait until we have to pee badly until we go to the bathroom? I'm teasing, but I know what you mean. So, really, could this be a story made up in the head? And could we go past the story to manifest what you truly desire?
Yes.
Okay, what do you really want, Latoy?
And then I don't know. Because I thought I wanted the apartment. I thought I wanted the what it represented, I guess.
What does it represent?
Like I said, independence, I think. It's I guess it's the going out into the world and, providing for yourself and doing everything for yourself, and it's weird. I guess my thought process is being the individual who's the grown-up who doesn't have the parent around.
What would that mean to you if you were independent and grown up without parent around?
Don't know. It's responsibility. Hello.
Pause for a moment.
How are you all?
Person off stage, please. Thank you. Continue, Latoy.
I guess taking responsibility, but I am taking responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's the changing of the thought processes. That's what I need to do.
In what way would you change your thought process?
Realizing that where I am isn't a problem. that it's all in my head. And it's the coming to realize that any place I go to or any place I am in the now is divinely set and still open for opportunity.
Wow, you came to all that on your own.
Yes, but you're kicking my ass.
Lovingly, of course, always, Latoya, I love you. Lovingly, lovingly. You know, this is what I received, Latoya, as you were speaking. I was receiving messages, and I share messages. The message I was receiving that you are here in your mother's space as an aspect of your curriculum, and that there are valuable lessons to learn in this beautiful space with your mother. And as you're in this space with your mother, and once you learn all of the lessons of the curriculum, the beautiful new space will appear to you. You will easily move into it. And I also see that you have shelves lined with all your herbs. I see the bottles. Do you have bottles? And they're showing me shelves all around the room, like with all these bottles and herbs. Do you have that?
Yes, because I have some of that, but I don't have the space for the rest of it. I have a cabinet with my herbs and tinctures that I've made.
Well, in this space, I see a whole room. It's dedicated to this, and it's amazing. It's amazing. And an interesting thing about this room, it doesn't have a lot of light because I think apparently the sunlight does something to the
Yeah, it
yeah.
degrades the herb moisture.
Yeah, this room is not, like some spaces I see are all brightly lit up. This space is like very muted tones. It's not a bright space. It looks like one of those apothecaries like back in the day, like 18th or 19th century kind of thing.
God, you have no idea.
What?
My idea. Okay, I want to say this. My idea was coming up with basically an apothecary, but also teaching with the name apothecary and whatever I decided to represent in Clubhouse and Instagram, something apothecary, because that's where my mind is blossoming towards.
And I will let you know you already have it in spirit realms. This room is an already, does everyone understand that the things you desire, it's already a reality on spirit realms. All you're doing is holding that vibration of it because you see it so clearly and crisply. This room is very clear and crisp in my mind. So then you can manifest it on the third dimension if you simply hold clearly in mind this. It's going to start happening because all is mind. You're going to be led to the right things to do. There's certain people to talk to. That's why all the apartments keep getting shut down, because what if you're trying to go for an apartment and Spirit's trying to give you a castle? I would want them to shut that down. I actually gave Spirit Realms, I was like, if you see me going for something dumbass that's not going to be for my highest good, shut it down. They were like, okay. I was like, shut it down with a quickness, because my mind is sometimes a little too creative. And I'm the kind of person that's super persistent. What'd you say?
It can be your worst enemy because it's doing things you're like, you really don't need that.
Yes, and because I'm like all of you all here, big energy, we're big energy people, we're great manifestors. We can put our mind to it, we can manifest something. We got our spiritual powers, we got our magical powers, spiritual practice, magical powers, and we can manifest it. Then when you manifest it, that thing blows up in your face. Did it even do what you thought it was going to do? Probably not. They say hell is getting everything you ask for, everything you want. If you asked a 3-year-old, what do they want? What do they want? If I went to my 3 grandbabies right now, which tomorrow is Ether's birthday. Woohoo! He called me on his new phone the other day. Gee, mommy, I got a phone. I was like, wow, Ether, we was so celebrating his phone. If I asked a 9-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 5-year-old, what do you want? And gave it to them, what kind of condition would those children be in? They would be eating candy and ice cream all day, doing no learning and watching videos and TikToks and all that. Ether is now into TikToks. Where would their benefit be? If we gave them everything they want, aren't we the children of the universe? Is it helpful for us to get everything we want? Everything that crossed your mind, you have it. No, that's not beneficial. How many times have you gotten what you want? You wanted that car, you got the car. You wanted that boo, you got the boo. You wanted this, and you got into it, and you're like, oh, damn, why did I ask for this? How many times has that happened? I stopped doing that. I went straight to the divine vision. The divine vision, which will teach at 222, the 9 elements of reality creation, and then we will stop miscreating because you'll get the 9 elements of reality creation. Okay? Latoy, are you open to 2 things? One, the current curriculum with mom and being happy in it. And 2, accepting that your divine place as you continue to do your work. It's not going to just fall on, out the sky on you. As you continue to do your spiritual work and envision this place and map out your place and buy things for your place, and give appreciation for the place because it now exists in spirit realms and you're bringing it down to earth. As you continue to do that, do you see that in the perfect time, in the perfect way, it will appear before you?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yes. I can't wait to come. I'm going to come visit that spot because I like it.
And you will be invited wholeheartedly.
I'll be buying some herbs from you. I'll be buying all of that. So get this together because we'll all be your customers.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Love it. And anyone who wants to understand more about Oriental medicine, Latoya, how can people connect with you? How can they get your delicious vids? How can they do that?
I don't have vids up yet, but you can go to my Instagram page, which is, if you hit my likeness on this, scroll down, you will see my Instagram page. I have a few things up already about herbs and different things for the cold season. So,
What's your Instagram handle? I'll put it on YouTube and Facebook as well.
it's Color the Hudson, COLOR, the Hudson. Since I'm basically in Jersey and the Hudson River area, so.
What's the name of the apothecary? Did you receive the name yet?
It's Nature's Apothecary or Natural Apothecary. It's between those 2 names.
Okay, beautiful. I was seeing something a little more dramatic, but however, it'll come. It'll come.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah. It'll all come. It's your vision, so I'm not in your lane by any means. I'm over here creating my own. And following Latoy, thank you so much. I know that's Harmony. Harmony got the links on fleek in the clubhouse room, okay? Harmony puts them links at the top of the clubhouse. She got it on fleek. So that is Latoy's Instagram at the top of the room. Tap it, tap it, tap it. Follow her for Oriental medicine because the medicine you're getting at the doctor, is that helping you? Or is it giving you side effects that you'll need more medicines for? I mean, it's a rigged game. Can you see that the game is rigged? Even scientists are telling you this. Established scientists and established doctors who've been in this game for 30 years are telling you what's going on. Understand that nature helps us. And the only thing that ever healed you was your mind. Who's next? Thank you, Latoy, for giving us. Oh my goodness, I appreciate your holiness because I got to see a glimpse of your apothecary. Delicious. Thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you. Hallelujah. Who's next?
Hello, Casey.
Good morning.
Yes, God rising. Yay. I was sitting there listening to your beautiful meditation today. And in the silence of the 5 minutes, then just kind of wanted to share the breaking down of holiness and how it was pinging at me. And it's funny, right? Because we see like holy, Holy, and then there's WHOLE, which still, if you broke it up, said whole E.
But it was just interesting how it was kind of really sitting with me as you were speaking. Whole being all-encompassing, E being energy, and ness being state. So my all-encompassing energetic state is blessing as you speak. And I just wanted to share that because I was just like, wow, like when you really think about how big all-encompassing it is, then you can't help but bless in massive ways. So just sharing that and wanting to speak to that and bless all the ladies here and just sending love. I love this room. I love seeing everyone here and listening, and that is it. With that, I'm complete. I love you.
Love you, Adrian. Thank you for sharing that. I love coming together and hearing the multiple perspectives on the one thing, because we each have our way that it lands and that it travels through our being, yes? And when we share it, ooh, we're all richer. We're all richer. Can you imagine today you're going to look at everyone and everyone's holy? Can you imagine you're going to extend your holiness to everyone? Today is Harmony's Galactic Signature. So we are going to give Dr. B, I forgot to say that. Harmony asked me that the other day. So I am going to give Harmony the mic now. She is going to do the Galactic Signature and wrap us up for today. Oh, we have one more person on stage, Alina. Okay, we're going to close hand raising. Alina, I'm preparing for Christian Witches Church in a little bit because I got to bring the word today at 12 noon Central Time. All right, Alina, wrap us up and then the Galactic Signature for the day.
I'm here. I was just like, wow, you blew my hair back today.
Alina, you cracked me up. Talk about it.
Just when I thought, my goodness, you blew my hair back with this one. Peace to the room, peace to everybody. I'm excited, but I think that I was about the holiness, but our holiness blesses other people. I was like, that sure takes you away from being judgmental, and because it's more of a oneness. Like, how could I judge somebody? Like today, this morning, somebody was acting, well, they were just being themselves, I guess. And I thought about you. It was at 5 a.m. I was picking up something for somebody, and the person was just wilding out and listening to some music. And then I said, well, that's on the buffet. Why would I be upset about what's on the buffet? You know, I had to remind myself, that's on the menu. Okay, so why am I upset about something else? I choose to be different. I choose to be different. So I said, oh, okay. So I just engaged with the person. And I know what time I would have been taken back from the person. She was just a delightful person. Then I said, you're such a yummy being. She said, thank you. And I got that from this room because you said, so he wasn't another preference or anything. He just was wilding out at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we was changing business at 5 a.m. and he had his rock music on, and he was like, you don't do it this way. You don't do it that way. He was like really exotic when he was talking to me, just like all over the place. And I said, wait a minute, this is on the menu. So why would I be upset because of what's on the buffet? Just present yourself the way you are. Then I told him, I said, you're so yummy, such a delightful being. So I thank you for this room. I thank you for blowing my hair back. I thank you for giving me new perception. And that's how I just want to say that. Thank you for this new perception. My holiness blesses somebody. Oh,
Wow, Alina, it's on the buffet. Like, oh, look at that. It's on the buffet. I love that you were able to apply it instantaneously. We are becoming masters. Look at day 37 and already you're instantaneously applying the course. Or it's something we heard here in our curriculum. This is our 365-day curriculum. And for everyone who's committed to the curriculum, you are seeing miracles in your life. You are seeing manifestations in your life. For everyone here who's here every day, things are speeding up. You notice your space is not as messy. You notice you're not leaving dishes in the sink overnight. You notice that you're putting things in order. You notice that you're not arguing or fussing so much. You realize that you're much more peaceful and centered all throughout your day. You're probably producing more. Oh, things have changed. Look carefully, take careful note of yourself. And as Alina said, I didn't respond that way. You see, look, you're changing. You are changing. Harmony, when you talk about the Galactic Signature, could you bring up the Galactic Signature and then, and before you do, could you share our events?
Yes, and I actually misspoke because I was looking in the 13 Moon Almanac book, and I didn't realize that Sundays ended the week instead of starting the week. So it's actually a yellow self-existing Sunday tomorrow, but I was Galactic Signature.
Oh, okay. So we'll give it to you tomorrow, or you can do it today. It's up to you.
It doesn't matter. I have them both up, but it doesn't matter. But our events, yes, I can bring up the events. Pinning the link to the top of the room. We have some amazing events coming up that I hope everyone is excited about. The link is pinned to the top of the Clubhouse room, so you can get to our events in many different ways. You can go to ValerieLove.com and click on Global Events, or you can go to the website soulexcursions.world and take a look at our upcoming events. The next event we're having is the 222 event in Miami. The 222 event is, I'm very excited about that. This will be my first time getting on a plane in a couple of months, and I'm really excited. So if you are planning on getting your life all the way together for 2022, then I highly suggest the 222 event. Miracles and manifestation, and I know a lot of magic is going to occur on 222. And then after that, I hope everyone is preparing to join us in Dubai. You have to join us in Dubai.
one quick word. Never Work Again is the retreat right after 222. So you might be there for one day or you might be there for 5 days. Never Work Again. Passive income NFTs, DeFi projects with daily income. I'm in several crypto projects, and of course, Bitcoin. Flag theory, that is the retreat to get your money all the way together to never work again. Okay.
I love that. And I just wanted to let you know that I loved the first time I was actually in class for Ascension. Last Thursday, I was so excited about the things that you taught. So thank you. I'm really excited about Ascension as well. So you get an Ascension too. If you're not getting on the plane, at least get an Ascension or something.
Girl, get an Ascension, because I don't know why people are passing up all this crypto money when people are making thousands every month, thousands every day. Why are people passing up this crypto? I'm not passing it up, and I'm telling everyone, whether you take action on it or not, that's completely up to you. And if you're in Ascension or you're in initiation in the mystery school, you get Never Work Again half price. What I'm about to show you with Never Work Again, you could make all that money back this month on one NFT. Come on, people. Don't be penny wise and pound foolish. Never Work Again. Okay, continue to Dubai.
Dubai. I know the first time I went on a retreat with Rev to Dubai in 2020, my life. It was called the Quantum Leap Retreat. It is the Quantum Leap Retreat again. And when I tell you, that's just not something that we say. It's not something that just sounds pretty. It's not just a word that we use. My life really took a quantum leap after the Dubai experience. So Dubai Quantum Leap will be April 24th through the 30th in Dubai. It's going to be an amazing event, and the registration is going to close on 4/4, so you don't want to wait if Dubai is calling you. If anything about what we're saying about these experiences resonates with your spirit, don't wait. Because like I said, when I was first invited to Dubai, I looked at, and I only had like not even a 30-day window. You guys have like 3 months window. I didn't even have like a 30-day window. And my bank account was like, not just no, but hell to the no, you're not going to Dubai. However, once I gave it that yes, the money appeared within a week, more than what I required to get there. So definitely hop in with us to Dubai. We'll be going to Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Man, the mall, it's like the largest mall in the world. Then we got the gold souk, so many things we're going to be experiencing, plus all of the spiritual happenings that will occur. You definitely want to meet us in Dubai. So you can click on the link at the top of the Clubhouse room, or go to ValerieLove.com and click on Global Events, or soulexcursions.world. If you're not in our Soul Excursions group on Facebook, hop in, because we do give everyone updates, and that's a great place for you to connect with other people that are going on the retreats or joining us for any of the experiences. If you need a roommate, things like that, those type of logistics. So please hop into the Facebook group as well. And then after that, I believe, is the Christian Witches Retreat in the Memorial Day weekend in New Orleans. Is it still Pay What You Like, Rev?
It's still Pay What You Like, coming to the end of Pay What You Like very soon.
And then in June, we're going to Cappadocia. So if you've seen all the beautiful pictures with the hot air balloons and the flying dresses, just know we get our lives. However, we do it beautifully as well. So you might have that ugly cry, but once you get that ugly cry together, your soul will feel so much better. Then we'll go take some amazing pictures and have some amazing experiences, eat some amazing food, and you'll come back a changed person. You cannot be the same. You cannot be the same after returning home from one of these experiences.
We have where we're staying. Oh yeah, one quick note, and then we'll go to your question, Alina. We already have where we're staying in Cappadocia. Cappadocia is, they say, the most magical place on earth, and it's filled with caves. Our hotel is in a cave, like it's full of all of it's called Fairyland, Cappadocia, because it's full of fairies. And they also have Love Valley, which has full of stones that look like giant penises, which is right up my alley. And then they have all these these caves where the rock is hewn out, and it made a hotel, like the residences are in caves. So we're staying in a cave hotel. It's freaking incredible. Okay, Alina, your question.
My question is, I want to know, like, if you can give us a suggestion, like, how can we manifest? That's we still got some time to try to manifest never working in. So how can we go about doing that? Is there like a ritual I should be doing or something? Because how much is this? Only what, $2,000? If I've already paid $22, it's only $2,000 more, right?
No, if you're in Ascension or if you're in Initiation, are you in Ascension, Alina? Or no, you're not in Ascension?
Not yet, but I'm about to get in.
Okay, if you okay, excellent. If you're in Ascension or Initiation, you get special event pricing on all the events. Sometimes it might be 10% off, 20% off. This time it's 50% off. You get special pricing on all events if you're in Ascension and an Initiation, because we want to incite you and inspire you to come to the events to get this rapid transformation. Rapid transformation. I love rapid transformation. Why take 5 years to do something that you can do in 30 days or 5 months? So if you're in Ascension, you get it for half price. Now, if you're not in Ascension and you've already paid for 222, then yeah, it's just another $2,000. $2,000 is nothing, family. $2,000 is nothing. If you think $2,000 is a lot, then we've got to expand consciousness. That's the first thing, right? Next, if you're in ascension, then if you're in ascension or initiation, then 222 never work again is only 1111. I gave you 50% off, and some people hopped on that. They were like, yep, I'm doing that right now. Oh yeah, some people hopped on that. They were like, no, I'm coming to never work again, because that's exactly what we teach you with Quantum Leap and Never Work Again. This is exactly what I'm teaching. I'm teaching you how to never work again. I don't work, and I get money every day. Now, if you like that, what would that be worth to you to learn? What is it worth to learn? That's worth millions. And that's how it works. I'm about to go to a conference right now. I'm paying money for the conference. I'm paying money for the airline tickets for the conference. I'm paying for the hotel to be at the conference, whatever hotel they said. I already booked my room for it. Why? Because what I will learn there, first you have to put it out first. Then you receive it back. Because what I'm about to learn there, I'm about to blow it all the way up. And I'm going to tell all the Ascension members everything I learned at that conference. Trust me. That's how it works. It never has not worked that way. All the conferences that I've been to, all the thousands upon thousands, I am my biggest investment. Me. This is my biggest investment. Enriching this. You can learn one thing at an event that will change the whole trajectory of your life. How many times have I done that? My life and your life, all of our lives, is a conglomeration of all the things we have done or not done. Wow. So if I want something greater, I would have to do certain things and I would have to stop doing certain things. I'll give you an example, Alina. I love that you asked this question, Alina, because some people look at the, some of our retreats. Like years ago, we had the retreat, Your Book in 5 Days in Bali, and it was $5,000, which is nothing. To go to Bali with your accommodations included, that's nothing. But the problem is we think that that's a lot of money. Well, all the beautiful beings who paid for the trip, and when it doesn't matter what the price is, get price out of your mind, because some people just go, okay, here you go. They pay the whole thing, or some people do a payment plan, like 2 payments or whatever. Most people, a lot of people, they just pay the whole thing, or maybe it's included in the coaching package. And then it was included in a coaching practice in a mastermind that I was running that was $25,000. And they paid it. Some people just write a check, $25,000, boom. Like, why do we think we kind of are thinking that it's undoable? That's part of the problem. So, because in our mind, we don't see it as a possibility. Aren't there people who normally go and pay for things that are $5,000, $10,000, $25,000, $100,000, several million? Aren't there people that are like that? It's a matter of consciousness. So back in the day, I'll give you a story that may help. Back in the day, I was broke, busted, and disgusted. I was trying my best. And it was very interesting, the kind of money situation I was having, because I could always make money. I just couldn't keep it. I could always make money. And I could always make money fast, and I could make a lot of money. I could manifest. I just would fritter it away, worthiness issues, or it would be up and down like a roller coaster or a seesaw, or I would have the experience of black hole, which is exactly what we talked about today in the course. The experience that I had was that I had a black hole. I had black hole consciousness. All my money went into a black hole, never to be seen again. And it would be a lot of money. Sometimes it would be a lot of money. And I'd be like, what happened to it? Where did it go? And I knew I had to stop that. Something was going on with money that would not let me advance, would not let me be. I would reach a certain point and then I would get smacked all the way back. I would save a certain amount of money and then something would happen, quote unquote, something happened. And this is what happened. I would go anywhere to change that situation. I was like, I'm changing it. I was going to conferences. I was reading. I was getting Bob Proctor about abundance. I was doing everything because I had to turn around the abundance. I had to. I could not do it. It was a compulsion because I knew that if I cracked the code for myself, I would be able to do what I'm doing now and crack the code for other people. I don't call myself rich, I call myself free. And you would have to determine what that means for you. Now, T. Harv Eker was my teacher for years. And T. Harv Eker made money in just by talking. He would say something and people would throw money at this man. I mean, literally throw money at him, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. That is not a barometer for success. I don't care about millions and millions and millions of dollars. No one does. You care about what's going to happen on the other side of it, that you will then have the resources to do certain things. Nobody wants just a pile of money. What is a pile of money doing for anyone? It is resources for a purpose. You're going to employ it for a purpose. You're going to grow it for a purpose. It could be a generational purpose. It could be a purpose beyond yourself, purposes that the universe loves. Well, T. Harv Eker had just millions and millions and millions of dollars being thrown at him. And he made it in a peaceful way because he teaches how to be happy and rich. Not just, sacrifice your family, work. You can come back and get them later. Then you got crazy teenagers looking like zombies on meth, cooking up meth in your kitchen and getting a gun and trying to shoot up a school. Why? Don't sacrifice. Sacrifice is not required. We get sacrifice out of our consciousness. Investment is absolutely required. So I said to myself, I'm going to learn everything this man is teaching because I have to turn it around. And he's the one to help me do it. It was Bob Proctor. It was three men, actually. It was Bob Proctor, Wallace Wattles, and T. Harv Eker. Oh, I'll add a fourth one who still is working with me today, and that is our Principles of Abundance, John Randolph Price. You could say that these four men helped me turn my financial situation around. Why? Because they were the ones that I gravitated to. Now, you may gravitate to 5 other people or 3 other people, and I went so deep into what they were saying. I was on every Bob Proctor video. I was ordering Bob Proctor things. I was looking at Bob Proctor, and I was listening to Bob Proctor. With Wallace Wattles, I was deep in the science of getting rich. I did not read the book for completion. Stop reading books for completion. I read the book for mastery. I probably read it hundreds of times. The Science of Getting Rich. I'm going to pull it right up right now. It is my Getting Wealthy. It is my Becoming Wealthy Bible. The Science of Getting Rich. Wallace Wattles. I took this book. If you see my Science of Getting Rich book, it is so dog-eared. It has so many, and there's many versions of it because it is out of copyright. So you could even create a Science of Getting Rich. Thank you, Spirit. That's another book idea. I can create a Science of Getting Rich with annotations or something like that. You can add affirmations to it, whatever you want. The Science of Getting Rich. Years in that book. I dissected that book. I chewed it. I integrated it. I resonated it. I vibrated it. And the Principles of Abundance, John Randolph Price, which we just did again, those 40 days. It's a 40-day process. I did it over and over and over and over and over. Why? Because I needed it. And I love myself enough to reach my full potential. To be all part of me that I'm created to be on this planet and beyond. And then T. Harv Eker. So when I found about T. Harv Eker, and I'm going to just pull up T. Harv Eker. T. Harv Eker said that first word, that T, he said he gave it to himself. It stands for the. Because his self-esteem was so low in the toilet that he didn't even think enough of himself to give himself everything that was required to become who he was destined to become. So guess what? T. Harv Eker, he wrote a book called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. As a matter of fact, we probably should go look at his book right now also. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I'm sure it's somewhere on this website. This is T. Harv Eker right here. This was I paid whatever he said, thousands of dollars to go sit in a room and be with T. Harv Eker. I did it. I didn't care where it was. He said, sign up for this. I couldn't get my card out fast enough. Because I was on it, I said I have to do it. I have to. I have to crack this code. I have to. People that say that, they no longer ask, where's the money going to come from? How am I going to do it? How am I going to manifest it? How's it going to happen? Right, Alina? We no longer ask those questions. I'm going. Whoa. And that whoosh goes through the whole universe. And here comes the resources. I'm going. I didn't have hardly no money in my bank account. Why do you think I was going there? And he said, 3,000. I will find that 3,000. You will have that 3,000. This is my life we're talking about. This is not some cute event. This is my life. You heard Harmony say she went to Quantum Leap. She went to, how many countries did you go to in 9 days? How many countries did you go to?
5. And I set it up that way intentionally. Well, most people don't like having long layovers. I'm like, give me the day layovers. And I found that to be an amazing experience, not only to see all the other countries, but to know that I could do it with myself. Like, I've gone many places with myself before that. The furthest I had went was Hawaii. So to be able to go to different places and to be like, because when I watched Rev do it, like when she told me she was moving to Bali and she had just a suitcase. She didn't know where she was staying when she got there. She didn't know the language. She didn't know anybody there. But she packed a bag and got on a plane with a one-way ticket to a country that just resonated with her spirit. And I didn't think that I had that in me, the ability to even go someplace just across the globe with myself. So that in its own was a quantum leap. And then to get to the retreat and learn all of the things that I learned, to get all of the things broken up off of me that I didn't even know I was carrying on to, it was definitely an experience that you can't even put a price tag on.
Now, can I offer a practical aspect to this? Because some people are listening to this and they're like, yeah, okay, but how does that qualify? How does that get to dollars in my pocket? I just sent, our company just sent Harmony a 1099. We don't reveal the amount. It was for thousands of dollars that she made from a course that she learned how to do at Quantum Leap. Talk to him. And how much did she pay for Quantum Leap? Much less than what she received in money. And she just got the 1099. The 1099 is the money that she herself made. She ain't made, I didn't make that money for her. She made it. She put it together based on what she learned. And we partnered on it. Talk about it, Harmony.
Yes. One of the things that I received at the Quantum Leap retreat, what we were talking about passive income, residual income, and books. And I've been a co-author of different books. But when Rev started talking about low content, no content, my ears perked up because I was like, wait, what does that even mean? How come you didn't tell me about this before? Like, why am I just hearing about this now? So for me, when she started teaching that particular portion of the event, I got really excited because I felt as though I love to create. I wanted to go to school for graphic design. However, when I was going to school, that kind of got derailed because, long story boring, but I had to change my degree from graphic design to technology. But I always wanted to create beautiful things. So I felt as though doing the low content, no content creations was fulfilling my true desires and dreams that I had when I first had entered school. And so I was able to go home and create 100 or so books and throw them up real quick. Then after learning more about the actual low content, no content publishing on Amazon and really diving deep and figuring out the right things to do and the wrong things to do, I was able to partner with Rev on creating a course to teach other people how to do the same. And so sometimes when we think about being a published author or having books on Amazon or residual income or doing things once, I get an email from Amazon every single month with commission from the books that I've created. So not only was I able, from that Quantum Leap retreat, was I able to create a course that has done really well, but to be able to create that passive income like I never even knew was possible before getting on the plane to Dubai. So you never know what that one thing is going to be. You never know what that one word that you may hear will be that will change the whole trajectory of your life, that will and every single event, and not just Dubai, every single event that I've been to, there's been that great one thing that I didn't know I was going to cenote. Well, I knew we were going to go to a cenote because I said, hey Rev, when we went to the spring equinox, I said, oh, cenote. She said something about a cenote. I'm like, there's a cenote? Can we go to the cenote? So I was really excited about going because I had seen pictures, but the healing that I had from the sexual trauma, I didn't know when I got on the plane, I'm going to be healed. I'm going to have so many layers peeled off from that sexual trauma that I experienced as a young child. I didn't know that was going to happen when I got on a plane to go to Merida, to go to the Yucatan. I didn't know that was going to occur. And when I tell you the price of that, how can you put a price on that? So every single experience, there's been one thing, whether it's financial, whether it's emotional, whether it's spiritual, mental, there's always one thing, and there's many things. I'm just saying there's usually one huge thing that'll just really blow your mind. The whole thing is an experience that is mind-blowing, but there's always one thing that you can say when you get back on the plane, that changed my life. That's why I came. That's why God made a way. That's why the universe provided. That is what I was here for. Every single time. I hope I answered your question, Rev. I think I did.
Mic drop. Mic drop. Killed it. There you have it. From someone who's been, how much money have you invested in going to retreats? I mean, we don't even keep count anymore. It's been thousands.
I have no idea. I used to be the retreataholic until you were like, stop. Don't do another class. Don't get another degree. Don't go to one more thing until you start implementing what you have learned. And I was like, okay, I got you. So now it's like the implementation, because it's one thing to go and then you come back and you live in the same shitty life that you lived before you left. Like, that's one thing. So then you're just wasting your money. But you can't do that in spiritual community. I was going to different things all over that had nothing to do with like spiritual community. So I want to first say that. But when you really find a community where you know you can go and get your life, I'm not talking about, just the different network marketing events and things like that. No, the events that you can get your life. Never work again. You know how many network marketing events I went to? I was going over, not just for one company, for many, going all over the globe. But they don't teach you to never work again. They teach you to work. They claim you're going to get that time freedom, but no, you don't. If you are in any type of network marketing company, you cannot tell me you have time freedom. I will tell you straight up, if you're doing it right, you do not have time freedom. So these type of retreats that we're talking about, you get the time freedom that you desire if you come home and you implement the things that you learn, if you do the things that you do, if you go there with an open heart and open spirit and say, have your way with me, Lord. And just know that you are in that place where healing can occur. More healing than years of therapy. I did therapy. That was a joke to me compared to spiritual community. Not saying if you're in therapy, do whatever resonates with you. I'm not saying anything bad about therapy. But for me, spiritual community did so much more. And these retreats and these events did so much more for all of it. All of it. So if I don't believe that there's probably anybody that has come to an event and can honestly say when they got home, every area of their life was changed. From the finances to the mental health to the emotional being, everything. Unless you just don't want it.
Bam. So I went to T. Harv Eker. I paid what I still do it. I don't ask anyone to do anything that I don't do. I paid my registration to go to the conference that I'm going to after I serve and never at quantum manifestation and never work again. After I serve you all, I'm going to fill my cup. Well, I'm filling my cup well before I get there, filling my cup while I'm there. When I leave you all, I'm going to a room where I don't know what all them know. I'm going to be in a room with people that do trades and people that have deep financial wisdom. I'm going to hang out with them. Then we got some things where we're going to be playing, they're going to be playing poker and all that. I said to myself, maybe I'll learn poker. I mean, why not? And maybe I'll learn golf. Why not? A lot of deals are made on the golf course. And then we're going to have a fun time doing some fun stuff after the conference. And we're going to be 2 full days in that conference getting it from some of the best minds in Bitcoin. Do you realize that when someone takes their knowledge and their expertise and they put it into a book, or they put it into an event, or they put it into a course, you are getting the curriculum that you no longer have to learn through trial and error. Why would I go through all the mistakes that T. Harv Eker made when he already made them? And in one book, if I study it and make it my curriculum, I can avoid all the mistakes that he made. And I can get a jump on all the opportunities. It's the closest thing to a shortcut. It's just learning what somebody else did. And not that you're going to do it exactly like them. You're not. You're going to learn the knowledge, learn what you don't know, because you don't know what you don't know, but you can spend the next 5 years trying to figure it out. I don't do that to myself. I just go to the people that already know it, and I pay them whatever they're asking. I go to the people that already know it. Why do you have to keep trying to figure things out? There is someone who already knows how to do everything that you want to know how to do, and you have access to them right now. Why would you toil? Because you made up in your mind that you can't pay them or pay for whatever they're asking. I don't know what they're asking, whatever they're asking. You say you can't pay them. So you've made up a story in your head. You've used money as an excuse, like T. Harv Eker taught me. Oh, well, if money stops you, it's always going to stop you. I was like, well, damn. Because money was stopping me. He said, well, if money stops you, it's always going to stop you. I was like, oh. Like, what did I think was going to happen? Did I think one day my money was going to say, oh, yeah, you have so much money now. Go and do what you want to do. Money was never going to do that. I had to do it. When do you decide? It's a decision. When do you decide? Usually most people decide when they've had enough. I had so much torture in my life that I was like, oh, I give. Well, you don't have to have torture to decide. You can decide from love of yourself and knowing that you're so worth it and you have so much to bring to the world. I love people who just jump up and register right off the bat for whatever we do. They just jump up and register. Then there are people who they have to see who's registered first. They look around and see, oh, they're going. Oh, they need the crowd. Okay, I'm going to go register. Then there are some people who are just downright resistant to their own growth. And they're just like, but they're feeling it and they know it. They know they're supposed to be in the room. I'm talking to you. You know you're supposed to be in the room, but you still haven't registered. Like, okay, I'm going to do it. And they have to go through the firewall like I had to do when T. Harv Eker said, okay, the next thing, I don't know how many events I went to with T. Harv Eker. It was a lot. I was just going. I wasn't watching him on video only. Yeah, I watched him on video. I would pay to be in this course, pay to be in that course. Yes, I did that too. I bought the book too. And he said, okay, we're having this Millionaire Mind event. I dashed. Watch the kids. I'll be back. Dashed to the, how many days you going to be there? I don't know, 5 days. How much is that going to cost? I don't know. Dash. When I was there, I was doing everything he told me to do. If he told me, put your right hand 6 inches from your face, I'll put my right hand 6 inches from my face. Somehow this is going to bring me more money. That's how open and receptive I was. I didn't go in with my preconceived notions because I don't have what this person has and I want it. So why would I be resistant? And they're going to help me and tell me how to do the thing. I see a lot of people show up and they're resistant. That's ridiculous. No. Well, you're saying it's ridiculous when you don't have the result yet. You don't have the life that you want. You don't have it. This person has it, and they're willing to share it with you. for an energy exchange. Do you think they're going to share it with you for free? Hell to the no. That knowledge is valuable. You're going to pay for it. And why? Because when you pay attention. I'm going to say that again. When you pay attention. And the more you pay, the more attention you pay. Your pay and your attention go together. So my clients, I never had a $25,000 client in one of my masterminds that showed up late, that showed up unprepared, that showed up half willy-nilly. I've seen people at the $99 price point do that. Adrian, talk to us, because Adrian, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm just hooting and hollering behind you, going, yes, yes. So, same thing. It was just, just same thing. Sign up for everything, and just the way that you said that. The more you pay attention. It was amazing. So yes, keep going.
Yeah, but times how many courses I sign up for.
A lot of coaches don't show up. A lot of coaches don't show up like Val though, Reverend Val. A lot of them, I paid for $1,000 course, $2,000 course before, and the coaches didn't show up. So they didn't show up properly. They're not fully attentive and aware. So I'm getting more on this app from her than I've got from a lot of courses that I've paid a lot of money for. So just because they charge don't mean that they should charge. That's what I'm saying.
You're right about that.
I do hear that. There are those out there. So yeah.
And Spirit will lead you to the ones that are for you. I'll tell you one thing. I don't need money. I don't need to work. The Spirit takes care of me. I do it because I love it. I can't not do it. I love it. It's like an adventure. Like, who are we going to transform today, Spirit? Who's going to get their whole life today? Who's going to jump up and create that retreat center today? I have to tell you this next part, and then Harmony, we're going to go to Harmony. I have to tell you the next part about Harmony's quantum leap that she got. Do you think your quantum leap is for you? Kind of not.
No.
Talk about it.
Your quantum leap is not for you. It really, truly is not. When I left the Quantum Leap Dubai, I was so excited. I could not wait. Like I was thoroughly enjoying vacation. I don't even want to call it vacation because that's not really what it was. I was thoroughly enjoying my experience. However, I could not wait to get home and start creating. And I thought I was going to go home and create for me. But it was such a more fulfilling experience when other people benefited from my quantum leap. I'm not talking about the people that purchased the books. I'm talking about the people who got in the course and also got so much value from the course, and who are now also authors, creators on Amazon with hundreds of books. So the amount of books that came out of that course, I knew that quantum leap was not just for me. The amount of people that were able to build, we're not just talking about books, but actually building a brand and building their business. Like that quantum leap was so much not for me, just for me. Like I think about my sister who has 3 brick and mortar businesses, 2 wine boutiques and a coffee shop, and who was able for my quantum leap to become a published author on Amazon with wine tasting journals that she absolutely loves and adores. Did a bigger launch than I ever could even thought of. I was like, damn, she took that and she did that thing with that. So when I watch all of the success stories, for me, that's worth way more than if I sell a book. That's worth way more for me than just my own little quantum leap. So I always say, and it sounds so cliche and so cute, my greatest intention is to be a blessing. And I feel like when we go to things and go to things like Quantum Leap or the different retreats that really, if we really take it in, if we really go home and apply what we receive from the event, because sometimes it is the leader, but I'm just going to be honest. Sometimes it was me. Sometimes it was me. I would go and take copious notes, sit in the front row, be there early because I didn't want nobody sitting in front of me. I would write down everything the person said, and then I would go home and I would never even open back up the notebook. So sometimes it was me. So you actually have to apply the things that you learn at things like quantum leap. And not only will you have a quantum leap, everybody around you will have a quantum leap somehow, some way.
Come on.
I'm complete.
Guess what, Harmony? We got to the retreat and ritual in Virginia Beach for the winter solstice. Who is there other than one of our beautiful sisters, Autumn? Y'all know her. She is a tarot reader, YouTuber, and she is an incredible being. Like, she reads cards. She is a card slinger, okay? Card slinger. She had like, how many decks did Autumn have with her? Queen Hadassah and Queen Vashti.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, she had quite a bit. I would say about 10 decks.
We need to ask her about the lover's card.
Girl, when I tell you card slinger, and she pulled out her books. Do y'all remember how beautiful those books are? I'm like, whoa, talk about it. That she made from Harmony's course. After Harmony went to Quantum Leap, you don't see the ripple effect because you're just so in your own little world. I can't afford it. That's my bank account. What a little life. You cannot see the third, fourth, fifth, sixth person removed from you that's going to be blessed by something you're doing right here and right now. We don't see that.
Well, I've been blessed by Autumn. She gave me a collection of her books for free. And so thank you, Harmony. Thank you, Rad, for teaching Harmony for teaching her. And I became the beneficiary of everything you all did. Thank you.
I love it. Thank you. I don't even think I know Autumn, but I'm like so grateful.
She's one of your students. She's a grade A student.
Woo! Yeah. And like sometimes, I love stories like that because you think, oh, I want to do it for me and my family. So, but still, that's still like sometimes if you think about the things that we say, it sounds maybe a little bit of a selfish goal but when you say I'm open to helping whoever, like you don't even have to know the person. You don't even have to put a name on that particular intention. And to me, it's like, wow, I didn't know Autumn before Quantum Leap. I've never met Autumn. I was just thinking about me and my family, you know. But sometimes when you come back, like Rev said, you don't even know the ripple effect that it can have. I had no idea. I went to Dubai to catch my life. I had no idea that a course was going to come from it. I didn't know any of that. So like I said, I mean, you just don't know. But if you feel the resonant yes, then feel confident that something's going to come of it. Every single retreat, every single experience.
Yeah. I just wanted to add, that I did receive some books from Autumn also for free. And my 18-year-old niece, she turned 18 on December 31st. And she always tells my sister, oh, I want that thing like Auntina has, or I want to go get some of those crystals like Auntina has. So I was actually able to put together a nice little witchy bag for her, and she got her first deck of tarot cards along with the books and some crystals and some other stuff that I put together for her. And I used the books that Autumn gave also to assist her because I felt like those books were a good addition to the gift. And I was really excited about that. So because you, Taya Bell, had that course, you affected my niece also. And the deck that she got, I know you do the Black Girl Magic thing. The deck that I gave her, shoot, I'm trying to think of it right now. It's the modern the Modern Witches Tarot, which is, it kind of looks like the Rider-Waite deck. You all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so
yes.
I was able, she was very, very happy with her gift. So you also affected my niece there, Tia Bell.
Taya Bell, what's the name of your book that has the cute black girls on it and with the little mermaids and all of that? It's so adorable. I'm pulling it up on screen. What's the name of it?
It was a gratitude journal for girls of color.
What is it?
And that was one of my.
How do you search it on Amazon?
I've never searched it on Amazon. Let me see.
Oh,
I can bring, hold on one second.
yeah.
I can put, when I put in my name, I believe it pops. If you put in Jataya Wiley, it'll probably pop up first.
Okay.
Yeah, I just did it a few minutes ago and it popped up.
Woo, girl.
Yes.
Now, can I ask you a question? Look at these journals. Boss lady business. Mom, you are the queen of everything. Hustle, business planner. Look at this black girl. I'm like, my granddaughter has this. Little Miss Embry has this. I gave this as a gift, bought this and gave this as a gift. Look at, let me just, do you see this, family? There it is. There's the proof. The author of multiple books, multiple journals. Buy them.
Rev, I forgot that I created until we just put in my name. I was going to the second page. I forgot that I created so many travel journals. I need to implement that in my travel brand. I forgot I did that.
Girl, because look, when Jataya Wiley was at that retreat, I'm going to tell you, once she found out what was going on at lunch, here she was with her computer. Wait a minute, Rev, she wasn't interested in food.
And I'm not even gonna lie, my mind was wandering. I was like, I wish she had said this last because now my mind is wandering for the rest of the day. But you know immediately when you get your thing. You know it. There it is. You know it immediately.
Ding, 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 ding.
You don't have to go meditate on it. You don't have to go pray about it. You don't have to go ask Pookie and Ray Ray. When you get your thing, you know that was the thing. You just know it. It's immediate. Yep, there it is.
And I got to tell you something about Harmony. She throws together beautiful things like people throw on a new pair of underwear. And it's a gift basket. And you're like, what? I have never gone to Jataya Wiley's house and not gotten a gift basket. And all the people that was coming, if I brought 4 more people with me, if it was 5 of us, when we walked into Jataya Wiley's house, there was 5 gift baskets lined up. Kid you not. And I don't mean a little box with a little something cute in it. Full-blown gift baskets with this and that and color coordinated. And I'd be like, how long did it take you to make this? Oh, like 10 minutes. I just threw it together in my room. I'm like, you know what? This house is full of fairies and you got all this pixie dust in here. These fairies are putting all this stuff together with you. She's a fairy person. And
I can't believe you just said that. You know how you always give me the chills because I literally was just looking over my shoulder because I finished a gift basket this morning and I'm like, did you see me doing that? And it was the first one I've done in months. So it was really weird that you brought it up on this day. This is the first basket I've done in months. And I looked over did she just watch me put the bow on that basket? That was weird.
You know how these spirit realms be having me all over the whole universe looking at things people are doing. So many people have told me over the years, Reverend Val, when you said that thing, I looked around like, is she in the room with us? Did she?
It felt like you just looked at the basket. It really felt like you just looked at the basket. It really did.
That spirit, you know how they be showing you everything. If you're open, they will show you everything. And you won't even have awareness that you're seeing things that you're... Anyway, the bottom line of it is, do you see that all of this, because she chose, this is not hers, all up to here, the unicorn, do you see that all of that came out of a decision? It's almost shocking that I asked a question because I knew Harmony had to be with us in Dubai. I'm like, Harmony, that's your jam. Like you and Dubai go together like peanut butter and jelly. How come you're not registered yet? I didn't see your name on the registration. What's up? What happened?
It was an immediate yes, but then I would Alina and everyone else who's listening to this that may feel like I felt in the moment, I was like, it was a yes, but then I was immediately followed by like a slight bit of irritation because I was looking at my bank account. I'm like, man, she gonna call me after Christmas. She know how I am about Christmas. I don't have no money the way my bank account is set up. I'm not gonna have no money by the end of January. So sometimes we can put ourselves out for months, years over what we see in this moment currently. And she just said it's so easy. Oh, well, create a package. Just go out there and manifest the money. And I was just like, I didn't think I had the ability to do it. So for me, I now know, like I know, all you need is the yes. So many, you hear about so many people going on these retreats with a one-way ticket and not knowing how they're going to get home. But every damn time they get back to their home base, like nobody is ever without what they need and what they require. Nobody. So that yes was all it took. And I promise you, my Cash App started going ding, ding, ding. I did put out a package. I started doing what I had the ability to do. I started creating comp cards for models. I started creating websites for actresses. I just started doing what I knew how to do, something that just took me a little bit of time. And boom, I just put it out there on social media. I didn't say, hey, I'm trying to go to Dubai. I said, hey, it's the new year, who needs a new comp card? Hey, it's new year, who needs your marketing materials? Who needs this, who needs that? And then I whipped it up real quick, effortlessly, elegantly, and boom, it was like within a week. Within a week, I had more than was required. So sometimes it's just like, think when we say, oh, how do I manifest? Think about who you are. Think about what you have to offer to the world right now. Think about what you could do right now in this moment that is easy for you. I bet I could have sold gift baskets and would have been full of joy doing it. People tell me all the time, oh, you should set up parties. You are so great at events. People call me and ask me to do things that I'm like, whoo. Like, what do people call you and ask you for on a day-to-day basis? What are your gifts? Use them. And that's exactly what I did to get you to buy. I used my gifts. I didn't have to go get a second job. I didn't have a first job. So I didn't have to go get a job, let me say that. But you just use what you already have within you. Do the things that bring you joy and that you would do even if you didn't get paid for them. And I bet you can make a boatload of money just going within and doing the shit that God gave you the ability to do effortlessly. And that's how you get to the retreats. That's how you manifest. Everybody's got a gift. Are you using it? Thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Is that giving the correction in consciousness that's required to have what you desire? There must be some corrections in our noggin. For Alina and for everyone. Because every one of us here can manifest at a higher level. I'm looking to manifest some huge things this year. Every one of us can manifest at a higher level. Who got the Galactic Signature for us?
I have her pulled up. When I pulled it up, I was like, hey, the app is wrong. But then I was like, no, I read the book wrong. Oh, that was me. My dance tomorrow, but she's pulled up. Today is a blue electric storm day. I activate in order to catalyze bonding energy. I seal the matrix of self-generation with the electric tone of service. I am guided by the power of abundance. I activate in order to catalyze bonding energy. I seal the matrix of self-generation with the electric tone of service. I am guided by the power of abundance. I activate in order to catalyze bonding energy. I seal the matrix of self-generation with the electric tone of service. I am guided by the power of abundance. Blue Electric Storm, Kin 159.
Ding, 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 ding. We're going to see everybody in church today at 12 noon Central Time. Everybody on stage, give some love to our love tubers, Facebook and Clubhouse. It's a wrap for this morning, day 37.
I hope to see everybody.